Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. Currently, the Australian dollar is slightly under pressure as the markets digest this week's signals from both central banks. The RBA minutes reinforced a wait-and-see stance with policy makers waiting clearer labour market softness before cutting, leaving most economists expecting the first move early next year. The Fed minutes also, meanwhile, lean hawkish, emphasising that inflation is still above target and casting fresh doubts on December's cut. Turning to the technicals, the market is a little bit heavy, but still holding around that 64.30-35 level, a key point. Let's see if the market, as previously seen, could bounce and look back towards 64.85 and around 65.5 cents. Turning on to the euro, well, the market's still a little bit mixed after the September jobs surging to 119,000 versus 50,000 expected. A slightly higher unemployment rate, however, kept the Fed's projection intact while markets lifted December cut odds near around 45%. Hawkish Fed comments and a firmer US dollar index around 115 capped the euro gains, and a soft eurozone dollar offered little support. So looking at the technicals, let's see if the market can hold around this bottom side of the range, around 114.65 to 115. And if we do see a bounce, look back towards 115.70 to 116.20, 25. Having broken out of this rising wedge, there is now very much cautiousness in terms of the fact that we could see a possible intervention. The market is a little bit nervous due to the fact how high the dollar yen is. Nevertheless, the strong US non-farm payrolls that came in 119K is a little bit firmer for the US dollar. But as I mentioned, there is fears of intervention due to how high it is, and bearish markets do come fast and furious, as we could see back here. Keep an eye on this top side. We are extremely overheated ADX, so let's see if we can get that pullback. Sterling also finding a little bit of whipsawedness, but finding support around 129.65 to 130 figure. In light of the pattern, we could see a slight rise. Keep an eye on these technicals. If so, back towards 131.35 and reassess. Wrapping up with commodities, well, the market's still holding above this trend line, and while intact, could see a further gain onto 4,100 and reassess. I would like to see the RSI through the midway point. So be on your guard in case we do see a break, because that could see a tumble all the way back towards the region of 4,050 and reassess. And oil weakened for the third consecutive day and now looks towards the support level of 57.65.80. I would like to see this bounce soon. Otherwise, I'm getting a little bit concerned on how the market is weighing and this trend line is acting as a firm cap. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you for joining me. As always, look out for the interest report. I hope you enjoy the great start to the new weekend.